Kirkwall rebels against Orlais and gains the status of a free city. Qunari in Parvolan welcome a group of Riveni diplomats. The visit dispels many myths about Qunari society. Emperor Etienne Valmont passes away. His son, Riville Valmont, takes the throne and is crowned emperor. The Orlesian Empire, directed by the mad Emperor Riville, launches the Second Orlesian invasion of Ferelden. A number of bands undermine Ferelden defense in support of Riville, and Orlais quickly establishes a strong foothold. Vigils keep the city of Amaranthine as well as Redcliffe are taken by the Empire. At the Battle of Lothering, King Venedrin Theirin is killed, and Calenhad the Great's sword, Nemetos, is lost. The Theirn of Hyever, Ardal Cusland, is slain defending his king. Brandil Theirin takes his father's place as king, but is unable to unite the country beneath him, and for the next 2 decades, Ferelden is mired in blood and battle. The House of Repose accepts a contract from the Du Paraquet family to keep the mercantile activities from the Antivan Montillier family outside of Orlais. The Orlesian Empire finally sacks Denerim, thus claiming victory in Ferelden. King Brandil is driven into hiding. The king and other true Ferelden nobles continue to wage war against their oppressors. Brendel dies several years after the birth of his grandson, Maric Theirin. Orlais crowns Megrin Theirin as king of Ferelden. Rendel's daughter, Moira Theirin, known as the Rebel Queen, keeps the resistance alive. Emperor Riville, fearing the court would favor his rival, Grand Duke Gratien, has Gratien and his wife, 3 grown children, and 8 grandchildren murdered. Fearing retribution for killing the Gratien family, Emperor Riville locks himself in his room, and now, 1 year later, he dies. Etienne Valmont II, Riville's son, becomes the new emperor of Orlais. War between the Qunari and the Tevinter Imperium continues, and the Qunari conquer Seheron within 3 years. Tevinter is alone to fight the Qunari, but the peace between the Qunari and other lands is fragile. Several attempts by the Qunari to land on continent and attack Tevinter are repulsed. Etienne Valmont II dies. His brother, Judicael Valmont, becomes emperor of Orlais. The Judicael's crossing bridge is built in Emprise du Lion. Aurelian Pentagast attempts to assume the Navarran throne. However, it is revealed to him that he is not a Pentagast. Disgraced, Aurelian joins the Legion of the Dead, the only human to ever do so. The Antivan city of Treviso is burnt to the ground after a fire began in a lamp oil warehouse. War between Navarra and Orlais sees Navarra take control of the western hills around Perendale. However, Orlais sows dissent and rebellion among the locals of Perendale, who resent Navarran rule. Emperor Judicael dies. His son, Judicael II, becomes Emperor of Orlais. A Dane of Starkhaven, one of the more successful apostates, escapes the clutches of the Circle of Magi during the coldest winter in centuries. The 100 Days Cough epidemic begins in Orlais and claims the lives of Emperor Judicael II's twin sons and the Emperor's brother and the Emperor's brother's infant daughter. Maric Theirin is born, and the bloodline of King Calenhad continues. Encouraged by the taking of Perendale, Navarra begins a bloody campaign of conquest within the Free Marches. The Navarran forces are stopped by Cade Arvale, who is then named the Champion of Tantervale. During a fox hunt, Emperor Judicael II dies. His brother, Florian Valmont, ascends to the throne of Orlais, much to his chagrin. Eamon Guérin, the future Earl of Redcliffe, is born. Tegan Guérin, younger brother to Rowan Guérin and Eamon Guérin, is born. The Witch of the Wilds in the Antivan Theirins shouts a prophecy claiming the impending return of the dragons. At the behest of the Orlesian king Megrin, Moira, the rebel queen, is assassinated by Ban Siorlik. Endrin Aedekin takes the throne of Orzammar. The Ferelden rebels, led by the young Prince Marek, take the isolated part town of Gwarin, their first major victory since Queen Moira's death. House Tethras is exiled to the surface for denying the voice of the ancestors and for willingly manipulating the sacred provings. At the Battle of West Hill, the Ferelden rebel army is devastated by royalist forces. Survivors retreat to Gwarin. Marek is presumed dead. With the help of the Legion of the Dead, Prince Marek emerges from the deep roads under Gwarin and wins an important battle. He is thus much closer to liberating Ferelden than ever before, or than his mother ever was. Prince Marek soon after kills Ban Siorlik and 3 other nobles who betrayed and killed his mother. At the Battle of Riverdane, the last 2 legions of chevaliers who were sent by the Orlesian Emperor to occupy Ferelden are defeated by the rebels, led by Logain mac Tyr. The Seekers of Truth abandon Therinfal Redoubt in Ferelden due to lack of funding. Years after having previously been hunted to extinction, dragons emerge in Antiva, then devastate rural Orlais and Navarra. Another dragon is sighted on the Orlesian side of the Frostback Mountains, just before the Battle of Riverdane. Divine Faustine II, who is ready to declare the Sun Age, named for the symbol of the Orlesian Empire, instead predicts it to be an age of violence and upheaval, and names the next one as the Dragon Age.
If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance. You can also follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Exclusive! If you want to support me, consider buying my book, Stardust Destinies 1 Variant Facing. Magic, dragons, fantasy, all relevant links below. Thank you so much for your time. Your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Maseranas.